Hi everybody, my name is Francesco Orsi. I'm an associate professor in philosophy and the director of the master's program Philosophy in Practice. And today I'm going to talk to you about our program. Why would you come to study philosophy in practice in Tartu? Well, if you're interested in philosophy and in applying philosophy to other fields, if you're an intellectually curious person, and if you're ready to use logic and imagination to tackle the biggest challenges of our time, then this is the program for you. I cannot promise you will find an answer to questions like where do we come from or where do we go, but I can tell you where you would come from. So you would have done a BA in philosophy or in any other subject. It doesn't matter for us. And after your studies in philosophy in Tartu, you will be ready to move on to a career in many different sectors. Could be public sector, could be the private sector, could be an NGO, or a more traditional academic career where you would go and study at the PhD level in philosophy or in other fields, as some of our graduate students have actually done. So, one reason to join our program is the unique menu of courses that we put together for you. And we start with the Start module, where you're going to get advanced introductions to central fields in philosophy, like ethics and epistemology, philosophy of mind, philosophy of language, and the history of philosophy. You're going to take these courses together with your classmates during the first autumn semester. Then you will move on to the core of our program, the Philosophy in Application module, where we offer several courses which link philosophy to questions which matter nowadays. For example, how to believe something well, and what happens when you believe something badly, or our relationships with the environment, but also with children and the elderly and animals, or questions in the philosophy of medicine and health, or as well philosophy of language and law, or political philosophy, such as the limits of the international order and the global challenges that can only be solved at a political level, or as well more personal questions like philosophy as a way of life, and last, philosophy of science in practice and the future mind. Then we have a diversification module where you can basically diversify your studies. You can choose other philosophy courses, or you can choose courses from a curated list of courses from other departments such as data analysis, politics, literature, or you can take a semester to study abroad, because we have several agreements with universities in Europe and elsewhere. And since our program is called Philosophy in Practice, we do have a practice module where we first support you in the choice of a place where to do an internship or a work experience. And then you can go and apply and further develop your skills in a concrete job environment. And finally, the research project module consists in a master's thesis, in a longer piece of writing, and our master's students have written the master's thesis on several topics such as feminist perspectives on cybersex, medicalization, values, and patient participation, on whether computers can be creative, and on the problem of convictions based on statistical evidence. This is, of course, just a small selection of topics. And then finally, you have an electives module where you can choose your courses as you wish. One more reason to join our program is our faculty. Me and my colleagues have published in some of the best places for philosophy, some of the best journals, such as Mind or Journal of Applied Philosophy, and some of the best publishers, like Oxford University Press or Routledge. But at the same time, we're also devoted to teaching our students. I've calculated that as supervisors, we spend on average 400 hours on each of our master students. And each of us covers a different philosophical area, like ethics, where we have Professor Kadri Sim or Shovan Kattago, or myself, the philosophy of mind with Professor Bruno Mulder, philosophy of language with Alex Davis, philosophy of science with Jana Egid Watkins, and the history of philosophy with Romet Jacopi. And finally, one more reason to join our program is the variety of career paths that you can choose. And here is again just a small selection of what our alumni have gone on to do. So we have, for example, William, who after studying with us went to do a PhD in philosophy and is now a university lecturer in philosophy. Or we have Nada, who is currently studying as a PhD student at the University of Minnesota. But many of our graduates have also gone on to non-academic career. For example, we have Litman, who is now a software engineer at Pipedrive, or Natasha, who is a senior publisher at Springer. So thanks for watching me, and don't forget to find us, to contact us, and hopefully apply. Thanks.